The snow has ended in northern South Dakota. Here in Sioux Falls in the south, we still have a mostly cloudy sky, and we're going to keep it mostly cloudy during the overnight hours tonight. It's also going to be chilly. Low 11 Sioux Falls, 1 below the fresh snow in Aberdeen, 14 in Pierre, 19 with a few flurries in Rapid City. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly cloudy in the afternoon, 28 the high in Sioux Falls, so a cool day. Aberdeen 22, 34 Pierre, 42 in Rapid City. We'll start to warm it back up on Friday. More on that in just a bit. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News first at 4.
Governor Kristi Noem is making several stops around the state. We have the details straight ahead.
Plus, a major drug maker is slashing insulin prices in an effort to make the life-saving drug more affordable.
And later, to celebrate the start of meteorological spring, we're checking in on the planting season for one landscape company. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Happening right now, Governor Kristi Noem is signing a bill to recognize out-of-state licenses for nearly every profession in South Dakota.
The governor says that this legislation will help tackle the state's workforce challenges by making it easier for employers to hire people with licenses in other states. The professions with the highest need include accountants and auditors, teachers, electricians, and plumbers.
KELOLAND's Tom Hansen is at the bill signing, and he'll bring us the full report later tonight on KELOLAND News.
Well, snow has once again returned to the northeast part of South Dakota. The Highway Patrol posted these pictures this morning of the bad road conditions along I-29 near the North Dakota border. The snow is drifting, and there are icy patches along the interstate. I-29 is also closed in North Dakota. Authorities are reminding everyone to slow down, turn on your lights, and buckle up.
People in Fargo, North Dakota are digging out after nearly a foot of snow fell between Tuesday and Wednesday. Strong winds are also leading to blowing and drifting snow along with low visibility. Fargo declared an emergency, shutting down all non-essential city offices and services. I-29 is closed from Grand Forks to the South Dakota border. I-94 is also closed from Fargo to Bismarck. Authorities are warning people to not drive on the closed interstates.
Well, I guess we can officially say that March for a lot of people came in like a lion.
Yeah. As I was reading that story, it felt very familiar to our week last week.
Right. And that's your home state, so you're very familiar with those areas too.
Well, I guess no matter where I go, I'm going to have snow and wind.
All right, let's get a check of the forecast now with Megan Chatta.
Well, if it makes you feel better, the snow's at least done in South Dakota for tonight and tomorrow. Right now, Sioux Falls trying to get a break in those clouds at 25 degrees. Those northwest winds at 19 miles an hour, though. In Aberdeen, where we had 4.7 inches of snow this morning, now having sunny skies this afternoon at 14 degrees, north winds at 13 miles an hour. In Pierre, also dealing with some of those thicker clouds this afternoon, 21 this afternoon. Rapid City had some fog this morning, trying to get a break in some clouds at 24 degrees right now. Here are some of our temperatures. We hit our highs this morning and have been cooling down ever since due to that strong north wind. We do have that north wind across eastern KELOLAND that will continue to die down as we head through this evening and into the overnight hours. Here's a check of some of our other snow totals from this morning. Pollock saw 8 inches of snow, Sisseton 6.5, 4 in Hecla, and 3.6 in Britain. For tonight, though, mostly cloudy skies. Like I said, that wind will die down, so we'll just have a light breeze. 11 are low in Sioux Falls, 1 below in Aberdeen, 14 in Pierre, and 19 in Rapid City. Tomorrow, starting the day mostly cloudy, turning partly cloudy by the afternoon. Just a light breeze again, 28 in Sioux Falls, 22 in Aberdeen, 34 in Pierre, and 42 in Rapid City. Friday, a little bit warmer, 33 in Sioux Falls and Aberdeen, 38 in Pierre, and 40 where we could see a few snow showers possible in Rapid City. We'll have your full weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Megan. The murder trial of a Fort Dodge, Iowa mother accused of drowning her newborn baby in the bathtub has been scheduled for September 12th. Taylor Blaha is charged with first-degree murder in the baby's death. Court documents say she admitted that she and the child's father, Brandon Toma, drowned the baby girl shortly after she was born. They were worried their 2-year-old son would be taken away if authorities learned there was meth in their daughter's system when she was born. Toma is also charged with first-degree murder as well as abuse of a corpse. His trial is scheduled to begin on August 8th.
Some Republican lawmakers in Iowa want to change the state constitution to ban gay marriage. House Joint Resolution 8 was introduced in the Iowa House on Tuesday. Now, part of the bill says that the state will recognize the definition of marriage between one biological human male and one biological human female. If the bill is approved in the Capitol, voters would then decide on the amendment. Republicans in Iowa are also moving forward on a ban on gender-affirming care for minors in the state. The bill moved forward in both the House and the Senate subcommittee on Tuesday. Opponents and supporters of the bill voiced their opinions ahead of the subcommittee vote.
I am in support of this bill. This is an adult decision, not a decision to be made for a minor or by a minor. 85 to 95% of kids who go through this phase change their mind by the time they're an adult.
Clinical studies have shown that in follow-up of adolescents with child gender dysphoria who received puberty suppression, gender-affirming hormones, or both, found that none of the youth in adulthood regretted that they had taken these in adolescence.
Students at several metro schools held a walkout to protest both this bill and as well as another requiring students to use the bathroom that corresponds with their gender at birth.
6 more South Dakotans who had COVID-19 have died, according to this week's update from the state health department. Since the pandemic began 3 years ago, nearly 3,200 South Dakotans have died. The health department confirmed more than 800 cases over the last week. Right now, there are 617 people currently infected, which is down compared to a week ago. Currently, there are 78 coronavirus patients in South Dakota hospitals.